Hello, good morning.
Hello, Lucy. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing great. It's cold over here.
Not too much.
No?
The weather is getting better.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And in your city?
It's cold. It's cold right now. I mean
And what
that not that cold, but it's yes.
what happened yesterday
um, where?
in Mexico?
Oh, yes. You heard the news, right?
Yes,
Yeah, we had an earthquake.
yes, I see that, but not in your city or
Yes.
you.
No. We felt the earthquake too. It was strong. I was I was in my computer. I was checking some information in my email and writing to people, and it was fast. It was a strong too because my window. I have blinds. Those are hanging, right? Esas persianas que están así caidizas y cuelgan. So they
Yeah.
were moving, boom, 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 like fast. And the table where I put my computer, it was also moving.
Wow.
And yes, you can feel the house moving, and so I had to get the attention of my family so that we can evacuate the house.
You go to the streets.
Well, here outside, everyone has to go outside,
Ah,
and it became a problem because most of my neighbors, they have dogs.
mhm.
So what they did is they let the dogs out, and well, they started fighting. But
Ah,
just fighting. They were small dogs. They were just barking at each other. So I had to get out of the house carrying my dogs. So wow, I was tired because they're big dogs, right?
yes. Well, for lucky nothing. Mm, the other pet don't affect too much.
Yes. Well, that's what happened yesterday. Um, but in the beginning, they were saying that it was a 6.6 earthquake, but
Yeah.
it didn't feel like that. Um, I was just curious. And the problem about, I don't know how familiar you are with earthquakes. What do you know about earthquakes?
No, I'm not too
You're not
familiar.
familiar?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. So the problem with earthquakes is not the magnitude, is
Ah,
the time. how long, and also what type. Because there's earthquakes that you go side, side to side, you know, left,
Yeah.
right, right. And there's earthquakes that go up, down. If you have an up, down, and more than 2 minutes, it's very dangerous
Ah,
because
okay.
those are the ones that make the most damage.
Okay. No,
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and what we had was side to side. They have a name, but I don't remember. Um, we had side to side, but it lasted about 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes, it was like 5 minutes, and but yeah, you can feel it. I actually got dizzy, and remember that I mentioned. Well, I didn't mention yesterday because we have class very early, but I had people working outside painting the house, and there was a man in a ladder at the very top. So he got dizzy, so he had to get down. He didn't notice. He says he didn't notice that it was an earthquake, but he felt dizzy, and that's how he knows that there is an earthquake.
Ah, okay.
Yes, when you are driving, it's very difficult to know that there's an earthquake because of the suspension.
Ah,
Right?
at least they're quite
Yes,
very
uh,
very strong.
it was very strong, and I remember. Well, there's been a lot of them. Um, there was one, and it was back in 2013. Yes, because I remember it was before my daughter was born,
Ah,
and
okay.
and we were asleep, and it was at night. It was around, I don't know, like 2, 3 in the morning.
Like 5 years ago.
No, no, no. This was a long time ago, close to 10 years.
Ah, okay.
And we were asleep, laying in bed, and this earthquake happened, but it was fast. It was like a minute or less, but it was up and down, and the bed was jumping, you know. So it was you can feel the bed going up, down, boom, 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 and we were asleep. And I woke up. I said, "What's going on?" Like this is a scene from The Exorcist. Uh, so yeah, man, we got scared. Uh, but that was very bad at night. And the one uh, that happened in 2019, no, 2017, 2017, uh, 17, 18, I don't remember. When did I go to? I went to Merida in 2018. Yes, 2017, same day, September
I
19th, 2017. Uh, we had an earthquake, and it was up and down, and it was more than 5 minutes.
I
And
know that earthquake that happened 5 years ago.
yes, that was 5 years ago. And the buildings, there were a couple of buildings that were brought down. They collapsed because of the earthquake. And the big story was that one what is it called? One elementary collapsed with a lot of kids inside, and many children died. And that day,
Oh wow, it was too strong.
it was bad, and they were actually having a ceremony in that school. Outside the school is closed because everything collapsed. But in their they were having a ceremony, and and we had the earthquake the exact same day.
Yes, I heard that the
Yeah.
same day.
Yes, it was how can I say it, very strong. I didn't remember, but I was watching some videos from different places because something happened yesterday. And it was not only Mexico. There was an
Yes, I
earthquake.
see that.
There was an earthquake in Taiwan, in like 5 different places in the world, also in California.
Yes,
And
I
mhm,
see that it was a bridge collapse in Taiwan.
yes, yes, it was very bad in Taiwan, and because I was looking over if there were any damages, because like I said, even though it was not up and down, it was side to side, but it was a long time. It was 5 minutes. I could we were waiting outside and it was still shaking, and I was holding my dogs because I didn't want them to get in a fight again. So just I was like waiting for it to be over, but it was long. It was just long, and but that's one of the things about living in Mexico City. And when I was living in Cancun, hurricanes.
Ah, yes,
So it's one thing or the other one, right?
yes, yeah, you no te salvas.
Yeah, that's how it is. Um, and how can I say it? If you're not used to it, about being exposed to an earthquake, you can panic. I met people when I was working for Nissan Mexicana. Um, I used to work in Mexico City, the heart, and most of the offices are big buildings, all of them, almost everyone, all of them, because it's a big city. There's a lot of buildings and offices, and we had an earthquake, and people panicked and they started running and jumping and what.
They don't know
So
what to
there's
do.
there's different reactions from people.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have to be careful. And I have a friend. We had to hold her. Yeah, we had to hold her because she was going crazy. I said, "Hey, chill." And actually, I was surprised because she's from Mexico City, so I guess she doesn't have good memories. I,
Yes.
anyways, that's my story yesterday.
Yes, for nothing bad happened.
No, no, no. Thank you. Everything is okay. Uh, just we knew that this was going to happen one day or another. And it happened. All right. So, okay. So let's start with today's unit 3, and let's go over the objectives. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is predict what will happen next. Listen for information outcome about the outcome of a situation. Listen for main ideas about people's plans, and listen and order images in a reported dream. For speaking, showing anger and calming someone down. Okay. Grammar we will discuss tomorrow. Future continuous, object, adjective clauses, and passive modals. Pronunciation, consonant clusters, stressing words ending in shan. Reading and vocabulary, getting the meaning from context, understanding the main ideas and details. Okay.
Okay.
And for the writing part, pre-writing technique, make a Venn diagram, write a paragraph comparing two proverbs from different cultures, and draw a conclusion. Okay. Any questions about the objectives for today?
No.
Okay. So let's start. Give me just a second. Okay. Jackie has confessed the truth about how she and Dean framed Nick, and Nick and Talia recorded her confession. Nick decides to visit his coach at his office. So look at the picture. Nick has just arrived at coach's uh, office, but Coach and Dean are there. Predict, what do you think will happen?
Dean and Nick will start fighting,
Could be.
but Dean will apologize to Nick.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Are you ready?
Yes.
Dean and Coach, just the two people I wanted to see. Nick, sorry, man. Tough break. But you know what they say. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You like that saying, do you, Dean? How about this one? If you're going to stir the pot, be prepared to lick the spoon.
I don't know what to say, Nick. Are you going to be okay?
Ah, you bet. I've got something I want to show you both.
My brother heard that Nick had gotten rid of his agent. Actually, Dean had something to do with that too. So I went to Nick directly and offered him $100,000 to endorse a pair of shoes. I was very convincing, if I must say so myself. Anyway, Nick agreed, and I got it all recorded. Of course, the recording had to be edited to make it sound like Nick was accepting a bribe, which Dean took care of.
That lying. Oh, Dean, I'd keep quiet if I were you. See, we got hard evidence from Jackie. Turns out my conversation wasn't the only one she reported. I'm not going to stand here and listen to these lies and manipulations. I'm out of here.
All right, Dean. We'll deal with you later. Well, I don't know what to say, Nick. I am so sorry you had to go through all this.
Thanks, Coach.
We're starting practice in an hour. You'll be there, right?
Absolutely. But I might be late. Someone I have to see first.
Okay. So, Dean will leave the room? Yes, he did.
Yes.
Nick will play the video? Of course. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Dean and Nick will start fighting? No. Dean will apologize? Never. Coach will forgive Nick? Well, he didn't say, I forgive you, because Nick didn't do anything. He just said he apologizes, which is different.
Yes.
Okay. So let's do more questions. Okay. So read each question and choose a correct answer.
When Dean first sees Nick, how does he act? As if he feels happy to see Nick. Dean says that lying, who's he talking about? Jack. After Nick tells Dean about the hard evidence Jackie has given him, what does Dean do? He acts like Jackie is lying. How do we know Nick is going to rejoin the team? His coach asked him to come to practice.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. When Dean first sees Nick, how does he act? Well, he's still playing the role that he thinks Nick is guilty of a crime.
Ah, okay.
Okay, he's being sarcastic actually. He's
Yes.
being mean. All right. And okay, let's do another set of questions. So read the sentences, click on the box, and choose a correct answer. 1.
Coach asked Nick, are you going to be okay? Because he's worried that Nick career may be finished. The hard evidence that gave Nick is the video of her meeting with Talia. No. A recording of her conversation with Dean. After Coach sees the video, he says, I don't know what to say. Nick probably feels sorry that he thought Nick was guilty. When Nick said, there's someone I have to see first, he means Jackie. Diga, Talia.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So, okay, we're good predictions. Now let's watch the second part. Okay, Nick is at the Newsline office. He's talking with Talia, Amy, and Tony about the end of the scandal. Look at the picture. Nick asks Tony for a favor. What do you think he says?
I'd like you to show the video in your news program tonight.
Okay. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's watch the video.
You must be so happy.
I'm so relieved. My name has been cleared. This has been a nightmare.
I can imagine. They really had you on the ropes. Your own teammate trying to frame you.
Yeah, ambition can make you do crazy things, I guess.
Now that the truth has come out, how about giving Newsline an exclusive interview?
That depends.
Depends on what.
I'll put the Newsline, as long as my favorite reporter gets to do the interview.
Assuming you must mean Talia.
Of course he does.
Just one more thing. Can we schedule the interview for later? Gotta go to soccer practice.
No problem. Talia will be waiting for you.
Okay. That's Nick. Okay.
I'd like Talia to interview me.
Okay, that's good. Because the request is from Tony, right? To have an exclusive at Newsline. Okay. Let's do some questions. Give me just a second. Read each question and choose the correct answer. Number 1.
Why does Nick say he's happy? Everyone now knows he's innocent. Why does Nick agree to give Newsline an interview right away? He wants Tony to promise to let Talia do the interview.
Okay.
What does Nick mean by saying ambition can make you do crazy things? He's summing up his teammates' unfair action.
And 4.
Why does Nick want to do the interview later? He has to go to soccer practice.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
No? Okay, so we got this. Let's do another set. Give me just a second. Okay, click on the box and choose the correct answer. So, number 1.
In this scene, Amy shows that she's proud of that. Tony probably asked Nick for an exclusive interview because he wants to get a good story for news. Nick probably wants Talia to do his interview because he wants to help Talia with her coffee. When Nick asks Tony, can we schedule the interview for later? He explains that he has to go to soccer practice now.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Any questions?
No.
No? Okay. Now let's just jump into the task interview. Task listening, I'm sorry. And remember, this is an audio. So let's listen to this. Give me just a second. Okay. So in the video, Nick says, it's been a nightmare. Nick means, of course, that his experience has been a little very bad dream. So do you ever have nightmares? Do you ever have very vivid dreams? You're going to hear men talking about a nightmare. Label the pictures in the correct order to retell his dream. Okay. So let's see. We have all of these images. Look at them very carefully. People clapping, stage. Okay. A forest, a person singing, a wolf, another red. This is a cape, right?
Okay.
And this is the wolf. You're petting the wolf. So let's listen to this. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
I've been having this recurring nightmare, but last night it ended differently. In this dream, I find myself walking down a winding path in the forest, and it's getting dark, and I start to feel lost. Like, where am I? How did I get here? And then I see this wolf out of the corner of my eye, a really scary wolf. And I think, oh no, this wolf, he's following me. And I run ahead through the forest. And then I wake up, my heart beating fast. But last night when the dream happened, this time I didn't wake up. I just kept going. And now I'm on this wide, empty stage. And I look out into the audience, and there are all these people I know, and some figures I can't make out so clearly, but everyone is looking at me. And I realize that, well, they're waiting for me to perform, like, in a play or something. And I go back behind the stage, and I see this red velvet cape, but I don't put it on. I come back out on the stage, and everybody's looking at me. So I just go down to the edge of the stage and start singing this beautiful song. And I'm like, wow, this is my voice. And I finish my song, and everyone in the audience starts applauding, very warmly. And I go down into the crowd and start shaking hands with everyone. And then I come to this one figure, and it's the wolf, just looking into my eyes. And this time, I'm not afraid of it. And I just pat it on the head.
Okay. So
First is the forest. Then the wolf alone. The green,
stage,
yes. Then the red cape. Then he alone. Then one, the first image.
people clapping,
Yes, and then the wolf.
petting the wolf.
Yes.
Okay. So let's listen to this again, okay? You ready?
I've been having this recurring nightmare, but last night it ended differently. In this dream, I find myself walking down a winding path in the forest, and it's getting dark, and I start to feel lost. Like, where am I? How did I get here? And then I see this wolf out of the corner of my eye, a really scary wolf. And I think, oh no, this wolf, he's following me. And I run ahead through the forest. And then I wake up, my heart beating fast. But last night when the dream happened, this time I didn't wake up. I just kept going. And now I'm on this wide, empty stage. And I look out into the audience, and there are all these people I know, and some figures I can't make out so clearly, but everyone is looking at me. And I realize that, well, they're waiting for me to perform, like, in a play or something. And I go back behind the stage, and I see this red velvet cape, but I don't put it on. I come back out on the stage and everybody's looking at me. So I just go down to the edge of the stage and start singing this beautiful song. And I'm like, wow, this is my voice. And I finish my song and everyone in the audience starts applauding, very warmly. And I go down into the crowd and start shaking hands with everyone. And then I come to this one figure, and it's the wolf, just looking into my eyes. And this time, I'm not afraid of it. And I just pat it on the head.
Okay. So let's see. Any changes?
No.
No? Okay. So let's see. Let's check out the answer. Good. No problem, right? All right. So this was a good exercise. Now let's go into the vocabulary section. Give me just a second. Okay, so in the video, Nick says to Dean, Jackie gave us hard evidence. The most basic or literal meaning of hard is firm and stiff. And the expression hard evidence, hard is not used literally, but figuratively to mean definitely true. Each pair of expressions below contains one phrase with a word used literally and another with the same word used figuratively. Okay, so let's learn about each one. Are you ready?
Yes.
And it's a big list. So let's see. Catch a ball. Okay, so it's a verb and phrase. To get hold of and stop a ball that is moving through the air. Leon wanted to be on the baseball team, but he never could learn to catch a ball. Catch a ball.
Okay.
Catch someone's eye. It's an idiom to make someone notice someone or something. The picture in her office caught my eye. Okay, so it's different. Catch someone's eye to make someone notice someone or something. Can you help me with the rest?
Hot temper. Someone who has a hot temper becomes angry very easily. I know my father loved us, but he had a hot temper and we were always a little afraid of him. Hot water, water with a high temperature. It's not a good idea to wash cotton clothes in hot water because they may shrink. Loud color. A color that is too bright. Monique's taste in clothes is very conservative, but her sisters prefer loud colors like orange and red. Loud noise. I always awakened by a loud noise coming from the apartment above. A smooth surface. A smooth surface is completely even without any bumps. Sometimes the ice on the lake did not have a very smooth surface, so skating was a bit difficult. A smooth talker, someone who is good at persuading people and saying nice things, but who is not trusted. Ellen was a smooth talker and she was the best saleswoman in the store. Soft pillow, a cloth bag with very soft material that you put your head on when you sleep. I sleep better on a hard mattress, but I like soft pillow. Soft rock, a type of rock music that does not have a strong beat and that includes many songs about love. There was a soft rock group of the concert last night. Steal a car, to take car that belongs to someone else without her permission and not give it back. Steal a look, to look at someone or something quickly and secret. Thin curtain, a large piece of hanging cloth covering a window that can easily be seen through. Thin excuse, an excuse that is not good enough to persuade you that it is true. Throw a ball, to make ball move quickly from your hand, drop the air by moving your arm. Throw a fit, to get very angry and upset. Tired joke, something that you say to make people laugh, but it is boring because it's too familiar. Tired work, someone who has been working hard and feels like resting or sleep. Warm weather, when the temperature is slightly hot and air conditions are nice. Warm welcome, a greeting that is friendly in a way that makes you feel comfortable. Okay.
Okay. Any questions about these words or expressions?
No.
Are any of these new to you?
Throw a fit.
Okay. What else?
Throw a ball.
Okay.
Steal a look.
What about thin excuse?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can try and answer this. Read each expression below. Decide if it is literal or figurative. Choose the correct answer. Literal or figurative?
Leader.
Okay, literal. Number 2.
Leader. Figurative.
Okay.
Figurative. Literal. Figurative. Literal. Figurative. Leader. Figurative.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hot temper. Okay. When you get angry, they tell you that you're hot. Imagine a cartoon with a person with a red face. That's what it means. Hot temper is figurative. Loud noise is literal. Ruido muy ruidoso. Soft rock is figurative. Steal a car is literal. Robar un coche. Thin excuse is figurative.
Okay.
Okay, and the rest are okay. And let's do another exercise. Give me just a second. Okay, read each sentence, drag and drop the answer into the correct blank.
The managers smooth talker.
You're talking about the manager's what? It seems like we're going to talk about a description.
Thin excuses.
Be careful. Lucy, you need to read the rest of the information. Made everyone fear her.
Hot temper.
Yes.
Bob Burnham is persuasive, but I have a feeling he doesn't always tell the truth. He seems to be a smooth talker.
Okay.
You always keep me waiting, and all you give me are thin excuses. I hate noisy music, but I guess soft rock isn't too bad. It's a very conservative camping, so you shouldn't wear loud colors.
Loud colors. Like pink, Mexican pink, and green that is radioactive. There. Good job. Any questions about this?
No.
No? Let's go to the next one. Okay, so read each sentence, drag and drop the answer into the correct blank.
The door was open, so I was able to throw a fit.
Okay. The door was open, so I was able to at the expensive furniture in the president's office. Remember, throw a fit is when you get angry at something and you start arguing and you start saying things. And let's try number 2.
People used to think he was funny, but nobody looks at his tired talks anymore. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes trying to catch someone's eye. Fernanda's husband waited at the door with a warm welcome for their guest. If Ulla forgets to turn in her monthly report again, her boss will probably throw a fit. And still a look in the first.
Oh, still a look and throw a fit. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Any questions about the vocabulary?
No.
No? A lot of vocabulary today, okay? So now let's jump into the speaking part. Give me just a second. Okay, so in the video, Dean gets angry and says, "This is crazy. Let's look at some ways to show anger." Now, let me see. We have a statement. Okay, we have some expressions that we can say when you show anger. Okay, so this is a big list. Are you ready?
Yes.
Sorry, but I can't let you in.
How dare you?
This is ridiculous.
This is unbelievable.
I can't believe that.
This is an outrage.
That's outrageous.
You can't be serious.
What? Sorry, but I can't let you in. That ticks me off.
That really burns me up. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, but I can't let you in. This stinks.
Okay, so any questions about the expressions?
No question.
Okay, some of them are figurative, okay? This one is sarcastic. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Yes, that really burns me up. Remember, hot temper. Imagine being red with anger. That burns me up. That means that le agregas más leña al fuego. ¿No? That burns me up. That ticks me off. Okay. Imagine tick.
That
tick.
is an outrage.
This is an outrage. Es un escándalo.
Okay.
Like a scandal, right? Outrage is like something that you cannot believe, some exaggeration, ridiculous. It has many connotations, right?
Okay.
Remember, this is a word composed of 2 words, outrage. What is rage? Furia, rabia,
Okay.
anger. outrage, or you're letting that rage go out, right?
Okay.
When someone expresses anger, we often try to calm them down. Look at the chart, okay? Listen to the sentences, calming someone down.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Calm down. Don't let it get to you.
Take it easy. Don't get so upset.
Calm down. Keep cool.
Take it easy. These things happen.
Calm down. Maybe you're being a little too sensitive about this.
Take it easy. Getting angry won't do any good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No. No question.
So let's do an exercise. Getting angry. Read the dialogue, then read the question and choose the correct answer. Number 1.
Tony says that we have to work late tonight. But that really burns me up. Why couldn't he tell us sooner? I've got tickets for a play. How can be serious?
You can't be serious.
You can be serious. What from then? I'm really upset. It's my birthday on Friday and my new girlfriend has made other plans. Maybe you are being a little too sensitive about this. That guy in the bubble car almost ran into us. That really ticks me off. Keep it cool.
Keep cool.
Keep cool. Hey, Herb, that was a terrible call. Calm down. Getting angry won't do anything good. Don't let it get to you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, good job, man. Good comeback. Any questions?
No.
All right. So we did a lot of practice today, okay? So that's all for today.
Okay, thank you.
Can you help me with the survey before you go?
Yes.
There's another one. Okay. Give me just a second.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much, Lucy. Have a great day. Talk to
You
you
too.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye bye.